10 cities that are on the verge of disappearing. Miami, United States. The water level of this city is continuously increasing at an alarming rate, putting it at risk of sinking. Currently, Miami is affected by floods, hurricanes and contaminated drinking water. The city is highly populated and urbanized, so it is more vulnerable to the rising water level. It is estimated that almost $6.4 billion worth of infrastructure and 12,000 residential areas are under the threat of disappearing within 30 years. It is also said that the city will see a rise of 5 to 6 feet by the year 2100. Jakarta, Indonesia. Due to excessive ground pumping, Jakarta is sinking up to 6.7 inches per year. Excessive groundwater pumping creates a change in pressure and volume that causes the land to sink. It is estimated that most of the city could be underwater by 2050. In order to protect the 10 million residents, the Indonesian government has approved a plan to shift the capital 100 miles away from its current location on the island of Java. But it's not going to be easy, as the shifting would take around a decade and cost them $33 billion. Venice, Italy. One of the most renowned cities in the world, Venice consists of 118 islands separated by canals and connected by hundreds of bridges. Due to climate change, the city is sinking at a pace of 0.08 inches every year. 2 years before, in 2019, the city had a series of high tides that resulted in severe flooding. Moreover, the natural barriers that help defend the city erode with time, exposing Venice to an even greater threat. Now, the city is constructing a wall to prevent this threat, which is expected to be finished by 2022. Bangkok, Thailand. Thailand's capital, Bangkok, is built on ground that was previously swampy and is just 5 meters above sea level. It is estimated that 40% of Bangkok would be flooded by 2030 because of heavy rainfall and flooding. Moreover, climate change is another factor that is expected to severely affect the city, followed by regular floods and infrastructure damage. Bangkok created Chulalongkorn University Centenary Park to mitigate the severe effects of climate change and reduce floods. Dhaka, Bangladesh. The capital city of Bangladesh, Dhaka, is one of the most vulnerable cities to sinking. Even though the city is highly populated, it generates very few GHGs on a worldwide scale. Because of extreme climatic circumstances such as flooding and cyclones, Dhaka is at great risk of sinking. This is not it. The residents of Dhaka also suffer from low agricultural yields. Why? Because of waterlogging and soil degradation. It is estimated that by 2050, oceans could flood 17% of Bangladesh's land and displace about 18 million of its citizens. Alexandria, Egypt. The third largest city of Egypt, Alexandria's sea levels are expected to rise by 2 feet by 2100. The beaches are slowly disappearing. And the scariest part is that the sea is getting closer to the nearby residential areas. The rising water is causing floods. Moreover, growing crops has also become difficult as the salty water is not suited for crops. Scientists believe that around 2,500 square kilometers of the city will sink by 2100. Several other problems like the salinity of water, soil erosion, and property destruction are also common in coastal areas. Amsterdam, Netherlands. The capital city of the Netherlands, Amsterdam's sea level is believed to rise by 2.5 feet. Compared to other coastal cities, Amsterdam is already located below sea level. And that is why it is even more vulnerable to the adverse effect of rising water levels. The city has put several mitigation measures for precaution, including improved flood-resistant infrastructure, building flood barriers, and flood-prone parkland. But these precautionary measures are temporary and will only postpone the sinking of the city. Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. Located in the south of Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City is also highly vulnerable to disappearing by sinking. The city has already dropped by 1.3 feet and is declining continuously at the rate of 0.2 to 0.4 inches every year. Few things are making the situation worse for the city, including unidentified and uncontrolled exploitation of aquifers and groundwater for different purposes. Moreover, the rising population and urbanization also have led the city to sink by half a meter over the last 2 decades. This city is one of the world's top 5 fastest sinking cities. Chennai, India. The capital city of Tamil Nadu, India, Chennai, is estimated to sink by 21.6 inches in the next 100 years. Located in southeastern India, Chennai is known for its cultural elements. It is said that there is a possibility that this city could vanish in the coming years due to increasing sea levels. Chennai is also the 4th most populated city in India, and so the increasing population and urbanization increase the risk of its disappearance. Lagos, Nigeria. The low coastline of Lagos continues to erode, and global warming is causing the sea level to rise, which could cause flooding in the largest city in Africa. A study has also discovered that a 3 to 9 feet increase in sea level would have a catastrophic effect on the human activities in these regions. The global sea level is expected to increase by 6.6 feet by the end of this century.